Okay, Algebra 1 students, we're going to practice graphing using standard form. Hopefully you noticed something. Our equation is not in standard form yet. We need to change it to standard form. And how do we do that? You got to think of getting y by itself. So what we're going to do, first I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So I'm left with 2y equals negative 3x plus 6. I did that for a reason. For standard form, you want y equals mx plus b, okay? M is your slope and b is your y-intercept. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and you need to divide every term by 2. I'm doing it separately just so it's easier to see what we're doing. So these 2 cancel out. You're left with y equals negative 3/2 x plus 6 over 2 simplifies to 3. Now what we need to do, we need to identify 2 things, our slope and our y-intercept. Our slope is fairly easy because it's your coefficient of x. So it's negative 3 over 2. So m equals negative 3 over 2. Our y-intercept. So remember, when we're looking for the y-intercept, we're going to plug in 0 for the other variable. So x. So if we plugged in 0 for x, this whole thing cancels out because anything times 0 equals 0. So essentially, we are left with y equals 3. So you can't just leave y equals 3 though. You need to write it as an ordered pair. So I'm going to set up my ordered pair like this. Remember, we plugged in 0 for x. So that is x. So we're going to put 0 in for x. And for our y spot, remember what we got? 0 times negative 3/2 equals 0. And what's 0 plus 3? 3. Okay, so now we have our slope and our ordered pair. So let's go ahead and graph. So for our ordered pair, we have 0, so let's start at the origin. And then our y is 3, so we'll go up 3. Now from that plot, not from the origin, we are going to use our slope. We have negative 3/2. I'm going to use the negative with the 3, which is our rise, meaning we're going up or down. Since it's a negative, we'll be going down. So down 3, 1, 2, 3, and our 2 means that's our run, so we're going to go left or right, and this time we're going to go right because it's positive. So there's our other point. Now you can draw the line. It's not a perfectly straight line, but that's okay. Now typically what we want to do along with our graphed lines is to put our equation with it, our standard form equation. So y equals negative 3/2 x plus 3, and that's what you would get.